Okay, so let's look into some news. I didn't have the screen pulled up, but I was looking on Watcher Guru, and Bitwise is coming out with a 10 crypto index fund. They're filed for it through the SEC anyway, and it's going to consist of XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano, Uniswap, Polkadot, Chainlink, Ethereum, Avalanche, and Bitcoin Cash, which is very bullish. I mean, talk about a diverse portfolio. If anyone wants to get into and into an ETF that's diversified across a bunch of different altcoins or different crypto, that's going to be a really good one. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum in there, which cover your top two, and then a lot of top tiers underneath there. So that's really, really good to see. Hopefully that gets approved, which with the new administration, we're probably going to see a lot of approvals when it comes to the crypto space. Now, for all you Canadians out there, like I said, happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans down south. But for all those Canadians, Vancouver mayor has proposed a motion for the city to adopt the first Bitcoin reserve. So I believe that'll be the first Canadian city. You see a lot of U.S. cities doing it, and other countries for that matter. But U.S. States are doing it. Some cities, and now in Canada, I think they're trying to front run what's to come. I mean, the writing's on the wall. If you're not bullish when it comes to Bitcoin and the market overall going forward, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, because Bitcoin's approaching 100,000. All these institutions are getting in. The ETFs, the institutional money is just pouring in, and retail hasn't even hit the market yet. So once retail hits the market, it's going to get very, very exciting. I know we've hit the first leg already. Bitcoin is on a cool off now, but when the second leg kicks off, it's going to be explosive. And as long as that Bitcoin dominance keeps coming down, but yet Bitcoin price goes up, that bodes very well for the altcoins. They are just going to explode even more. And like I said, we've got to follow the narratives. I think currently AI and gaming seems to be really hot. Before that, it was the payment systems. But we got to keep our eye, because once a clear narrative comes out, you got to make sure you have that whatever that niche happens to be at that time. You'd be doing a disservice to yourself and not maximizing your gains if you aren't at least involved with the narratives that are going up. The other thing I saw as well is MetaMask. So many things are changing with this new administration coming in, but MetaMask users in the US are now going to be able to buy crypto using Venmo, which is really cool. I know a lot of Americans use that service. We don't use that up here in Canada, but it's good to see that US is finally, companies are finally allowing US to get into crypto a lot easier. And with the regulation hopefully to come to make things a little bit clearer, it's going to make the pathway to getting into crypto that much easier. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, a lot of publicly traded companies getting in, like SOS. And then also here, speaking of that Bitwise ETF, Ripple is going to be investing in a physical ETF for XRP, which is also good to see. Now, one article I did read, actually, we'll pull it up on here because I thought it was kind of funny. Everyone knows who Jim Cramer is. And where'd that article go? Here we go. Thought this was kind of funny. I'll show you guys. All right. So Jim Cramer praises BTC, ETH. Should we be worried? Now, it's a running joke, I know, with a lot of people that Jim Cramer, anytime he mentions Bitcoin, it's a direct, what happens to the market is a direct opposite effect of what he says. Normally, he's never been pro crypto at all, pro Bitcoin whatsoever. And then in his recent episode, he said that Bitcoin is one that you should hold. And that was as Bitcoin was approaching 100,000. And of course, it immediately had a pullback, which I find kind of funny. But it says here, he recently showered praise for the cryptocurrency domain. Kramer shared how certain cryptocurrencies have been thriving at the moment, and it could deliver better returns by drawing a comparison with the precious yellow metal gold. However, the internet is fearing the inverse Kramer phenomenon, which may inadvertently affect the cryptocurrencies mentioned by him. What is this phenomenon all about, and which cryptocurrencies might be affected? Let's find out. So the article goes on to say that he mentions a few of them that are doing well, like for example Solana and Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it's just funny because whenever he mentions something, almost always the price reacts opposite. And he's always been an anti-Bitcoin proponent. So whenever he kind of dissed Bitcoin, Bitcoin had a nice little pump, which we come to expect. And now he's actually doubling down on it, which is very, very strange. So yeah, that's kind of a little funny twist there. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show, speaking of the altcoin situation, as Bitcoin dominance drops, you can see here, I'll give this a refresh. Where are we at? 67. We've actually gone up even more. So currently, we're still not quite in an altcoin season, but that's a big but. It's not altcoin season, but we are almost there. Once it gets to a 75 and above, then we'll start seeing most of the altcoins, or a lot of the altcoins in the crypto space outperforming Bitcoin. And you can see it's going vertical right now. We were in this area for the longest time as Bitcoin was approaching the all-time high, or 100,000. Sorry, we already passed the all-time high. Once it was reaching 100,000, the Bitcoin dominance was going up and the altcoin season index was going down. But now it's quite the opposite. It has actually jumped up quite a bit. We are now at 67. Excuse me, like I said, once we hit 75, then it will be altcoin season, and then we can really start focusing in on the different narratives. We have there's the AI, gaming, DePIN, real world assets, RWAs, and a few others, payment systems, like we already had the run on XRP, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, we'll keep our eye on them, and we will report what we see. But this is really exciting because altcoins is honestly, let's be honest, that's where the money is made, is in the altcoins. And I mean, Bitcoin's a hedge against inflation, and it does go up, especially in a bull market. You can make pretty good money in Bitcoin, but holding altcoins, if you're in the right projects and the right altcoins, like for example, look at Sui is a great example. In the last 3 months, going back to the dip after Bitcoin had hit the all-time high, Sui had gone down to about 48 cents, I believe it was. We'll say 50 cents, and it shot all the way up to currently at $3 and change. $3 and it is now, which is an incredible gain. And once altcoin season hits, you can see that again, twofold, threefold in a lot of others. Solana is going to do well. Sui is going to do well. Say is going to do well. Cardano has made a comeback. All the Cardano fans out there, they must be really loving it. XRP, again, that's another one that had been stagnant for the longest time. It had quite a run over almost 2x or over 2x. Same with XLM and HBAR and a lot of those other ISO 20022 tokens. But yeah, you get into the right projects. Just to name a few, we got Near, we have Aptos. There's many that are going to do really, really well in this market. And I'm really looking forward to that, because that is what we've been looking forward to the entire bear market. If you've been watching this channel, we've been saying DCA and your favorite tokens. Just buy a little bit here, buy a little bit there, do your research, find the ones that are really going to rip come the bull market. And, it's almost time to reap those rewards, because altcoin season is soon to be here. Let's take a look at just a quick little look at some of my favorites here. Got Bitcoin currently at 95,700. Sui is at $3.43. Solana at $237.97, and then Ethereum at 3,574. So things are looking good. The alt season is right around the corner. I mean, it could be a matter of days, as long as the Bitcoin dominance keeps going down and the altcoins begin to go. So we're really looking forward to that. A lot of people are asking me, do you think that's it for Bitcoin? Do you think the bull market is coming to an end? And no, I don't believe so. It's been following very closely to the previous cycle, and things don't often repeat, but they do often rhyme. And this cycle is rhyming the last cycle. Barring the differences being Bitcoin hit an all-time high before the halving, and a few others, how quick it kind of went up early. But then we had that, that long consolidation phase, and I think that kind of reset. But we are following it fairly closely, and if it does rhyme the last bull market, we still have another couple hundred days. So we're talking 5 months maybe. So late spring 2025 could be where Bitcoin could peak. But the way everyone knows the waterfall, and if you're not familiar, what happens is a lot of people invest in Bitcoin. When Bitcoin hits its peak, the liquidity, the money starts flowing out of Bitcoin and into altcoins. So when Bitcoin peaks, altcoins peak after Bitcoin's peak. So like I said, you have time to get into your favorite projects, and just be ready to get to ready. And make sure you have an exit strategy. We will have a detailed video on that. If you look at the previous stream, we talked a little bit about my exit strategy, but we're going to go into a little bit more detail on that in a future stream. But we still have some time. Not sure if Bitcoin is going to continue to range here. I'm not sure for how long, but with the altcoin dominance going up and Bitcoin dominance going down, you can be assured that the gains are still there to be had. Now, altcoins is where the money is going to be at going forward. And not financial advice, but do your research, pick your favorite coins, ask around, maybe even check previous videos on this channel, and you can find some really good projects to get in. My usual co-hosts, they are living in the States, and today is Thanksgiving down in America. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Happy Thanksgiving to Black Cat and others that I know are listening or that are going to be listening on the stream later on the recording. So this is going to be a short stream. Just wanted to come on and give everybody a little indication as to where we are. I don't believe we're going to have a major correction in Bitcoin. I think the one that we had could be it. There's a lot of institutional money right now in Bitcoin, so I don't think a major dip is in the cards. But I do believe that altcoins are going to begin to really get going. So that's exciting to me. Just a quick, if you are into trading, leverage trading, again, I don't recommend it unless you know what you're doing. It takes a little bit of practice. And I always recommend trading with a paper account before you actually trade with money. But if you do decide to do any leverage trading, there's a few exchanges that I use, but the one I really like is called Bitfinex. It has, Bitunex. It has no KYC, and you can basically just go on there, enter in your name, your number, read the disclaimer, and start trading. It's real quick, real easy. You can do spot, you can do leverage, and I really like the way the platform looks and the way it runs. So just a quick little recommendation. I don't recommend anyone do leverage trading, but if you do, that's a good one to use. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Short, quick, and sweet. Thanks to everyone for listening and watching. And if you have any comments or any content that you'd like us to cover in future videos, just leave it down below in the comments. Please like and subscribe on your way out. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. And we will see everyone next week again. Thanks for coming out. And don't forget I had a notification. The best way to be safe from any losses in crypto is to don't click on any unknown links. Don't click on any doesn't look right. It looks fishy. No one from here, or if you're on Telegram or Discord, no one will DM you first with anything at all. Usually it's a scam. 99.9% of the time it's a scam. Use a hard wallet, I recommend, to store your crypto, because you never know what happens, what can happen to a hot wallet or any of these other no-name exchanges. And so thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week. Take care.